guys see this? Like, okay, I can rotate the I think the game bugged.
Just a sec.
Hey, Gumley.
You will be beat. There is no escape. You will be beaten.
No, I won't. Okay, so nothing to cook. Raccoon, what are you doing, Mr. Raccoon? Why are you being so aggressive?
Yeah, fuck you for being interested in things, you stupid bitch.
Don't shoot! I'm a
You
human!
will be beat. There is no escape.
Wow. Look at somebody's actually very, very angry.
Not a brave enough point for this.
This is where the Molar Jontrons are actually working properly. Like, it just works perfectly here. Love this. Hello everybody, I'm here and I'm back. It's day 17 of the Halloween Marathon, also it's Monday. And today I'm going to do Resident Evil 2, the classic, Claire A, Leon B, with reading all the notes, and also on PlayStation 1 emulator. This is the US version of the Resident Evil 2. Hey Dodger, how you doing? Hope you're doing well. Glad to see you. And I guess without any additional waiting, I'm just... Oh, wait. I didn't configure the memory cards, haven't I? Oh, that memory cards... RE2 mem card. Okay, so that's already configured. Just gonna slap the Resident Evil 2, Claire A. Let's go. We're gonna watch all the cutscenes, we're gonna read all the files that are in the game. We're gonna watch all the videos. Well, all the FMVs. Alright, so I'm gonna load the game because I already have beaten this game several times.
Resident Evil
2. Yeah, memory card 1, normal. And I'm gonna go for this save over here. This is the latest save, Claire A. And like I said, during the cutscenes, I'm going to stay silent. I'm also gonna disable the HUD elements. Let's go.
A bizarre incident occurred in the outskirts of an American suburb called Raccoon City. It was later revealed that the terrible disaster had been caused by the T virus, a mutagenic toxin created by the international enterprise Umbrella Incorporated for use in bioweapon experiments. The Raccoon City Police Department's Special Stars Unit immediately began investigation in the affair. The case was apparently closed, thanks to the efforts of STARS members Chris Redfield and Jill Valentine. But the Umbrella Corporation's experiments were far from finished.
Why'd he bite me?
Hello? Is anyone here? Hello? Hello? Look, I'm sorry I bothered you, okay? Just don't come any closer. Are you listening? Wait! Don't shoot!
Get down! We can't stay out here. Head to the police station. It'll be a lot safer. There! Buckle up.
Okay. What's going on? I arrived in town, and the whole place went
Great. The
insane.
radio's out.
You're a cop, right?
Yeah, first day on the job. Great, huh? Name's Leon Kennedy. Nice to meet you.
Mine's Claire. Claire Redfield. I came to find my brother, Chris.
Hey, could you open the glove box?
Sure. There's a gun inside.
Better take it with you. You okay?
Still in one piece.
Claire!
Leon!
I'm okay. Head to the station. I'll meet you there.
Okay.
Alright, so that's the end of the first cutscene. The part of unescapable destiny. It's just the beginning of the worst nightmare. Okay, let's see how much I remember from the no-kill permadeaths. There we go. Passed through the first stage of zombies, and now at the kendo, which is also gonna start another cutscene.
Freeze! Who are you? What are you doing here?
Don't shoot! I'm a human!
Ooh, sorry about that, babe. I thought you were one of them.
What's going on in this town?
Hold on. I ain't got no clue, darling. By the time I noticed something was wrong, the entire city was infested with zombies.
And back to the game. Now I can read the chat more easily. You're okay. Oh yeah, stuff like this, that's stuff that you guys probably need to figure out between each other. Okay, so we picked up the first ammo box. I'm gonna pick up the second one right now. That's 30 rounds. And we're immediately leaving. If you're gonna try to like help Kendo kill all the zombies, you get a bow gun, which quite frankly, it is not a good investment whatsoever. Also, the other thing that you can actually do over here is just try to kill the zombies. This guy actually just flipped. That's hilarious. Okay, so the zombies are not gonna cooperate over here. We're gonna start the playthrough with a very low amount of ammunition because those zombies have decided not to cooperate. Like, at all. When you see a zombie like pushing back, like, you know, when they're pushing their own bodies back, that pretty much means that the next shot is gonna put them down on the ground. Also, this is not a challenge run, this is a story playthrough. I am 100% allowed to pick up healing items, which quite honestly I'm gonna definitely need a couple of them for the final boss fights. I'm pretty sure I might need some first aid sprays or herb combos. Most likely herb combos. Hey, nice. He only fell down from 2 bullets. That's good to see. Ah! Yeah, I should go a different direction when it comes to that zombie. Well, that's the first bite. But this first bite is actually gonna allow me to show you guys where is the first hidden, not first aid spray, but the green herb. The first, like, hidden green herb is right over here, instead of this plant over here. Now entering to the police station. And the very first step I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go and visit Marvin Brana. Which also gives me another cutscene.
Hang in there. Are you the only officer left in the building?
Who are you?
Claire Redfield. I'm looking for my brother Chris.
We lost contact with him over 10 days ago. Chris, Jill Barry. Every last STARS team member has disappeared. We should have listened to them.
What happened?
About 2 months ago, there was this incident involving these zombie-like creatures in a mansion located in the outskirts of this city. Chris and the other STARS members discovered that Umbrella was behind everything, at the risk of their own lives, but no one believed them.
Are you okay?
Don't worry about me. Just rescue the survivors in the other rooms. Here, take this key card. You should be able to unlock the doors in the hall with this. Now go.
But...
Just go.
Okay. Just hang in there. I'll be back soon.
Alright, back into the game. We got the electric card from Marvin. It actually has been explained better how Marvin got bitten in 2 games. Resident Evil Outbreak and Resident Evil 3 Remake. Those games are actually explaining how Marvin got into the state that he got. In Outbreak games, he actually kind of sacrifices himself so everybody can escape, because him and a couple other officers in the RPD was actually still alive. I don't have Outbreak, I relatively know the story of the Outbreak. In the remake, they basically decided that zombified Brad bit Marvin in the side, and that's that. Yes, use the key. But I'm not gonna play Resident Evil 3 Remake. That game is not worth it. I have played through the hardcore difficulty of that game as a challenge run, and as much as the challenge run was not difficult, I'm gonna be honest, I just cannot stand that game. I consider Resident Evil 3 Remake to be probably the worst remake ever. Not even a remake. In a matter of fact, I consider it to be a reimagination. A very poor reimagination, if I could add so myself. I see a note over there, I'm gonna pick it up. Instead of here, we got the first aid spray. I'm going to pick it up in case... I mean, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna need it for the final boss fight. Because the final boss fight of this game can be a little bit tedious. Anyway, let's read the first note. The police memorandum. 8th, 23rd, 1998. This letter is just to inform everyone about the recent movements of equipment that has happened during the precinct rearrangement. The safe with 4-digit lock has been moved from the STARS office on the 2nd floor to the Eastern office on the 1st floor. The password is 2236. Raccoon Police Inquisition Department. My plan for today is to beat both Claire A and Leon B in one day, which should be passable. It should be good. Head Twisted, it should be missing. This buddy is having pistol rounds, and we're gonna need all the pistol rounds. By the way, in a better version of this game, in unreleased version of this game, you can get a head of the police guy dripping from like way up over there. But not before we're gonna get a liquor. And that was the first encounter of the liquor in the game. We're gonna have to go through this pathway definitely a few times. So we don't have to worry that much. I know there are notes in that room, but I don't have the lighter to really go for that room, so I'm just not going to. And now to deal with zombies. Zombie lady goes down first. Always. This hallway needs to always be cleaned out of zombies. Alright, seems like we are doing pretty fine. I'm gonna pick up those 2 green herbs, but I'm gonna leave them immediately at the box, because I know there's gonna be 1 red herb in the library. There's actually gonna be a few red herbs. come to think about it. Additional bullets, and also a notebook over here. We're gonna get back to this dark room a few times because we're also gonna pick up the films. Every single film that is able to be found in the game. Operation Report 2. September 28th, early morning, 2:30 a.m. Zombies overran the operations room and another battle broke out. We lost 4 more people, including David. We are down to 4 people, including myself. We failed to secure the weapon cache and hope for our survival continues to diminish. We won't last much longer. We agreed upon a plan to escape through the sewer. There is a path leading from the precinct underground to the sewage disposal plant. We should be able to access the sewers through there. The only drawback is that there is no guarantee the sewage disposal plant is free of any possible dangers. We know our chances in the sewers are slim, but anything is better than simply waiting here to die. In order to buy more time, we locked the only door leading to the underground, which is located in the eastern office. We left the key behind in the western office since it's unlikely that any of those creatures have the intelligence to find it and unlock the door. I pray that this operation report will be helpful to whoever may find it. Elliot Edward. Which we don't see him in this game, but we encounter him at the very beginning of the game at the remake. It's locked. Special kind of key is required. This locker over here can be unlocked only if you basically start the game, don't pick up any items, just go from point A to point B, and at the lower passage at the police station, when you enter the police station, it's gonna be a zombified Brad Vickers. When you killed him, he's gonna drop the key for this locker, and that's gonna give you additional costumes, and I also believe it's gonna give you additional weapon. I could be wrong, because you get a bonus weapon on B scenario, on the second scenario in Resident Evil Remake. Alright, now the statue puzzle. Statue puzzle is very easy. Bronze to the right, silver to the left. There we go. The first gem has landed, and we're gonna keep it until we're gonna get... I mean, we can actually keep it. It's not a big of a deal. We have enough inventory space. Also, from the Stars room, we're gonna get a very special film. Which, quite honestly, I'm gonna pick it right now. This is the desk of Albert Wesker. If you search it at least 50 times, you will be getting a film. A film that's gonna expose a wee bit of a secret about the Captain of Stars. We're also gonna check every single other desk inside of the Stars room. But first I want to take care of the most boring thing. the film part. There we go. There are various trophies. One of them reads, Marksman Contest winner, Chris Redfield. A picture of a STARS members. And as we can see, this is every single member of STARS. At least a mix of Alpha and Bravo team. I can definitely see on down below, I can see what I believe from the middle, that's middle left, that's Chris. Then so on the right is Jill. Then on the left from the Chris is Enrico. I have no idea who it is on the bottom right and the bottom left. Because I know for a fact that on the second line, I don't know who the first guy is on the left side. Probably the two guys on the left side are the pilots, because I sincerely doubt that on the bottom right over there, that would be Rebecca, even though it's a red bandana and Rebecca had a red bandana. I sincerely doubt that it is Rebecca. But from the top left, it's Forrest, then Kenneth. After that, you have it's most likely Richard, then Albert Wesker, Barry, and then on the farthest of the right side, it's Brad Vickers. Now for the desks. It appears to be a replica of a gun. The owner is probably a member of the NRA, and yeah, this is the Barry's desk. The gun enthusiast. Now when it comes to the desks over here, this is Jill's desk. It's a picture of a young man. There's a good chance it's her boyfriend. Not confirmed though. And now here. This is a Chris's desk, and also we have Chris's diary, which I'm going to read. August 8th, I talked to the chief today once again, but he refused to listen to me. I know for certain that Umbrella conducted T-virus research in that mansion. Anyone infected turns into a zombie. But the entire mansion went up in that explosion, along with any incriminating evidence. Since Umbrella employs so many people in town, no one is willing to talk about the incident. It looks like I'm running out of the options. August 17, we've been receiving a lot of local reports about strange monsters appearing at random throughout the city. This must be the work of Umbrella. August 24th, with the help of Jill and Barry, I finally obtained information vital to this case. Umbrella has begun research of the new G-virus, a variation of the original T-virus. Haven't they done enough damage already? We talked it over and have decided to fly to the main Umbrella HQ in Europe. I want to tell my sister about this trip because doing so could put her in danger. Please forgive me, Claire. And that's a unicorn medal. The desk is disorganized and untidy. It probably reflects the owner's personality, which it's Chris. Also, the jacket that you see over here, that is a jacket that Chris wears in Resident Evil 1 as a special costume. Unopened cover boxes, looks like a rookie's desk, and that's Rebecca's desk. Inside the locker we get a grenade launcher, and we're gonna keep that grenade launcher for later. Much later. Alright, there's nothing else to do over here. I suppose let's just leave this place. And there's another document over here. Federal Police Department Internal Investigation Report. Mr. Chris Redfield, Raccoon City Police Department, STARS Division. As per your request, we have conducted our internal investigation and discovered the following information. Number 1. Regarding the G-Virus currently under development by Umbrella Corporation, so far it is unconfirmed that the G-Virus even exists. We are continuing with our investigation. Number 2. Regarding Mr. Brian Irons, Chief of the Raccoon City Police Department, Mr. Irons has allegedly received a large sum of funds and bribes from Umbrella Incorporated over the last 5 years. He was apparently involved in up of the mentioned lab case, along with several other incidents in which Umbrella appears to have direct involvement. Mr. Irons have been arrested under suspicion of rape on 2 separate counts during his years as a university student. He underwent psychiatric evaluation as a result of the charges, but was released due to circumstantial evidence, as well as his phenomenal academic standing. As such, extreme caution is advised when dealing with him. Jack Hamilton, Section Chief, Internal Investigation, United States Federal Police Department. And the first thing, actually the thing I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna use the film, and I might actually want to hide the grenade launcher for now, as it's not really required. The grenade launcher is gonna be needed only when I'm gonna get the club key, because then I will have acid rounds, which are gonna be very, very useful against lickers, because lickers are falling down from one shot. And explosive rounds for Claire A scenario are actually very useful against specific boss fights. And those specific boss fights are G-Adult and the William Birkin 3 and 4. Recruit. Yep, very pretty for the shop face of Rebecca in the basketball uniform, because that's what Albert Wesker is into, apparently. Let's go through the library. Because library also has a red herb, which, if final boss fight is gonna go wrong, I can always use a healing. I've beaten this game already in no heal permadeath challenge that I have established for myself, and strictly for myself. Oh wait, I cannot go to library. I made an oopsie. I cannot go to library because I do not have the key for that. I need to have the spade key, so we need to go all the way down. First I need to get the spade key. I'm mistaking B scenario with A scenario. Oops. I guess I ate like a second of everybody's time. I'm such a bad streamer. Oh no. Speaking of streamer, 2 things before I'm going to totally forget. First thing is we are 4 subs away from next challenge run, which is gonna be Sun Hill 2 on hard difficulty, and also the entire ad incentive that Twitch is now sending left and right everywhere. That is only for partners. So affiliates are getting left behind again, which is kind of not really surprising. But enough about that. We don't need to talk about that stuff. Absolutely unnecessary. Alright, we got the medallion. Time to use it. And thanks to that key, we'll be able to get into 2 set of doors. Gonna check it out. It's in the shape of a spade. The first door that we're gonna open with the spade key is the door where the liquor is constantly waiting for us. The item that we're gonna pick up from this room is actually pretty important because it's gonna allow me to move. Basically make a progress because we're gonna get a crank, and the crank is useful at the clock tower. But we don't need to carry it all the way or all the time. I can leave that crank in the inventory or when it's actually needed, which is gonna be much later. I'm going to try and not pick up every single item that's healing item that's available in the game. I'm gonna go for first aid sprays, that's for sure. But I'm not gonna go for every single green herb. I'm definitely gonna go for the reds. Alright, now it's time for me to leave the crank behind. Because now, right now, our direction, we're gonna simply go towards the library. And that crank, I think I'm gonna leave it down below. I'm still gonna keep the red gem because it is useful. It can stay with us. It's not going to... It's not gonna be a punishment to carry that thing. So yeah. Now I think we should get the cutscene with yeah, with Sherry. Our first encounter with Sherry, as I call them, as I call her, Cheryl. And the zombie over here, which is very easy to avoid. Just run around him. We are most likely never gonna go through this hallway ever again. And we got a cutscene.
Leon!
Claire, you made it.
Yeah. Have you seen a little girl around here?
Yeah, you just missed her. Who is she?
I don't know. But it's too dangerous for her to stay here alone. Leon, I'll go look for her. You go and find us a way out of here.
Of course. But before I forget, here's a radio. That way we can keep in touch if something comes up.
Alright, back into the gameplay. I'm gonna go this way. Because here we can find more pistol rounds, and Claire is going to need them. Also in here, we're gonna get flame rounds. Our first dosage of flame rounds, which we're gonna keep all the way for the laboratory. Actually, not even all the way through the laboratory. The first usage of the flame rounds that we're gonna get is going to be at the William Birkin Stage 2 fight. So I still have to keep them and collect them. Alright, now we are at library. We already have picked up the red herb, and now it's time to solve the puzzle for the library. In Claire A scenario, we get stone tablets, stone slabs. They're opening the main gate towards the first actual main boss fight of the game. And to solve the puzzle, we need to push all the shells to the left side to the right side. Alright. Now that we are done with the library, we don't need to go back through that room that we have visited previously. Now, I can get the lighter. Now, the first two zombies that are over here, they're pretty easy to dodge. We don't have to deal with those whatsoever. Always pull down the ladder, because that ladder is kind of necessary. It's our shortcut ladder. And the two zombies that are on the right side of the pathway over here, these guys needs to get killed. You can risk it and try to like run past them. I honestly do not recommend that. Just kill them and be over with it. Alright, what do we have here? We have the first important item, which is lighter, and we also have a note over here. But before I'm gonna read that note, I'm going to sort my inventory. So yeah, the first thing I'm gonna leave behind is the slab. Gonna bring the green herb that I have picked up earlier, combine it, and most likely leave it behind, because I don't need to be healed. The only thing that I need is the red jewel and the lighter. With the lighter, we'll be able to get a second red jewel. This is why I keep it with me. And now it's time to read the note, which I believe is a secretary note. Secretary Diary A. April 6. I accidentally moved one of the stone statues on the second floor when I leaned against it. When the chief found out about it, he was furious. I swear the guy nearly bit my head off, screaming at me to never touch the statue again. If it's so important, then maybe he shouldn't have it put out in the open like that in the first place. April 7th. I have heard that all the art pieces from the chief's collection are rare items, literally worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. I don't know which is the bigger mystery, where he finds those tacky things, or where he's getting the money to pay for them. May 10th, I wasn't surprised to see the chief came in today with yet another large picture frame in his hands. This time it was a really disturbing painting depicting a nude person being hanged. I was appalled by the expression on the chief's face as he leered at that painting. Why anyone would consider something like that to be a work of art is beyond my comprehension. Alright, so we got that note, and now I'm gonna go for the other red jewel. We're gonna have to go back through the hallway where the liquor is, sadly. You're actually gonna have to go through it twice because we're gonna get it once right now. And then we're gonna obtain the red jewel. We're gonna have to go through back through here, but at that point it might be the very last time when we're gonna go through this hallway. We might actually, even after all of this, we might go through it one more time. No guaranteed, because I just don't remember. I mean, we might get through here like once or twice more because there are movies. There are the photo films that we need to use as well. And I believe, yeah, this is another note over here. So let's read it. Operation Report. Operation Report, September 26th, the Raccoon Police Department was unexpectedly attacked by zombies. Many have been injured, even more were killed. During the attack, our communications equipment was destroyed and we no longer have contact with the outside. We have decided to carry out the operation with the intent of rescuing any possible survivors, as well as to prevent this disaster from spreading beyond Raccoon City. The details of the operation are as follows. Security of an armament and ammunition. Chief Irons has voiced concern regarding the issue of terrorism due to a series of recent unresolved incidents. On the very day before the zombies attack, he made the decision to relocate all weapons and scattered intervals throughout the building as a temporary measure to prevent their possible seizure. Unfortunately, this decision has made it extremely difficult for us to locate all ammunition caches. It has become our top priority to recover these scattered munitions. To unlock the weapon storage, as stated earlier, it will be extremely difficult to secure all ammunition. However, a considerable supply still remains in the underground weapon storage. Unfortunately, the person in charge of the card key used to access the weapon storage is missing, and we have been unable to locate the key. One of the breakers went down during the battle, and the electronic locks are not functioning in certain areas. It has become a top priority to store the power in the power room and secure those locks. Recorded David Ford. Operation Report, September 27th, 1 p.m. The west barricade has been broken through and another exchange ensued. We sheltered the injured in the confiscation room on the first floor temporarily. 12 more people were injured in that battle. Recorded David Ford. Additional report, 3 additional people were killed following the sudden appearance of an yet unknown creature. This creature is identified by missing patches of skin and razor-like claws. However, its most distinguishing characteristic is its lance-like tongue, capable of piercing a human torso in an instant. The number as well as the location remains unknown. We have tentatively named this creature the Licker and are currently in the process of developing countermeasures to deal with new threats. Alright, so that was another note. I'm starting to mistake Resident Evil 2 with Resident Evil 3 because I was ready to say, hey, see that desk? That's where the Jill's card is. Anyway. Second red gem. And now, we're gonna go all the way back. First, I'm gonna make sure that I have actually read everything, and I believe I did. Let me check the blackboards. It looks like an operational map. Looks like there was a recent accident here. Alright. Now we are going all the way back through that liquor again. And then upstairs. And our next objective is going to be to put down the fire from the chopper. Yeah, that liquor never gonna pose any danger towards us, actually, come to think about it. If we're just gonna do what I just did, which is just walking around and only running when the liquor actually is going to fall down, then we are 100% safe. Like, we don't really have to worry about a goddamn thing. We are not gonna need that lighter up until the club key, because with the club we need to have the lighter if you want to get the second part for the clock tower. So right now that lighter can just rest over here. We don't need it. But I'm still gonna keep the red jewels. Okay, so because it's an A scenario, right behind this door there should be 2 zombies. And there are. And if I am correct, those 2 zombies are going to disappear. The one we're gonna put down the fire. Also, it's not recommended to really deal with the crows right now. I'm gonna deal with them later. We already have 93 bullets, so it's already enough to deal with most of the zombies inside of the next hallway, which we are gonna have to kill 3 or 4 zombies, depending on how they're gonna shape themselves. And there goes another batch of bullets. 108 bullets. And this is where we're gonna kill the upcoming zombies. I can see the zombie in the office just trying to come through. Alright, every single zombie that we need to kill is actually dead, and we only wasted 2 magazines. Alright, so for people who are want to know any secrets, behind this desk over here there are 2 green herbs. And the save we already have found the code before, so it's 2, 2, 3, and 6. And inside we're getting 2 pretty important items. First of them is the acid rounds, and the other one is the police station map. I don't really need that map, but for the new people who ever play this game, this map is actually quite essential. Alright. So now that we have cleared up this room out of zombies and got the acid rounds, now my next objective is going to be going for this corpse over here, because it's gonna have additional pistol rounds, and running forward because we're gonna get attacked by a bunch of crows. Don't have to really worry about them if you are just running fast enough. And now the chopper. The chopper is burning. We need to find a valve to put the fire down from the chopper. Okay, just wait for the zombie over here, and they are both set up perfectly. Set up perfectly for the dodge. Now here we got our friend in need, and by friendly I mean crossbow, because this crossbow over here, we're gonna use that bastard for the G-Adult boss fight, and we also get a crank. And that's all the items that we're gonna pick up. There was a door in the back. If you're gonna try to open the door in the back, there are gonna be zombies pouring out of that door, and that might consume your ammunition, and that's pretty much the last thing you wanna have. Is to have unnecessary consumption of the ammo. It's absolutely not needed. Alright, time to use the valve. And normally you would think, hey, a burned-in chapel like this, there's no way there's anything useful inside. Well, you'd be freaking wrong, because you get pistol rounds. Okay, now that we have this out of the way, what I can do is sort my inventory a little bit. I'm going to drop some items behind. Still gonna keep the red jewels, but I'm going to leave the plate. Not the plate. We're gonna leave the following items: acid rounds and the valve, because we're gonna use the red jewels right now, and I need a bow gun for the next room, if I'm correct, which I'm pretty sure I am correct. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I am. I'm just trying to recall. I'm trying not to make mistake between A and B scenario, and then Leon A and Claire B scenario. Well, anyway, this is all the items that we're gonna leave behind for now, because we don't need anything else. And let's go get rid of the red jewels, and we're gonna get another precinct card. Stock screen number 69. Alright, what do we have here? Okay, never mind. I thought there's some kind of an item over here. Anyhow, the first item I'm gonna pick is the prison key, which is a diamond key. It's in shape of a diamond. And now we're gonna use the red jewels. That's gonna give me... If that's not gonna give me a second stone, it's gonna give me a part of a blue stone. And that goes part of a blue stone, which we currently do not really need. I'm gonna pick up this part of a blue stone when I'm gonna try to get back to the chief's office, but that's gonna happen a little bit later. Now we have to gain an access to the chief's office in the first place. So what I am going to do is first go and visit Marvin, because he's gonna have explosives and a detonator and also additional movie that we're gonna have to pick up. That also means that we're gonna have to go through the liquor hallway one more time. Also, on another side note, this playthrough is currently that's the right information for people on YouTube, because I'm planning to post this on YouTube. This playthrough is being currently recorded live on my Twitch channel. So if I'm interacting or I'm saying something out of context, that means that I'm interacting with somebody in the chat. Just to clear up the confusion. Right, this is the first door that we're gonna open, and this is where the bowgun is gonna take the lead for a moment. There we go, and I still have two shots which I can spend on the zombies over here. And I used 2 shots on one zombie, because the camera angle here is kind of lame, and there's no way to see anything correctly, therefore I got bitten. Oh well. There goes the film. Not a big problem. We're gonna get enough healing throughout the entire playthrough. Got the bolts inside of here, we get the plastic bomb. All I need now is to destroy the wall being blocked by the helicopter as a detonator. And we're gonna get that detonator in a moment. But the first thing that I need to do is I need to use that film. And also, if I'm gonna remember, or I'm gonna notice a green herb, I'm going to basically pick it up and use it. I know I have 1 green herb inside of the inventory box, but I don't want to use that peculiar one. I want to use a different one. Film A. Code G Human Body Experiment 915-1524. Alright, that's all when it comes to that movie. I think there's gonna be 2 more movies to find in the game, if I'm correct. Which, quite frankly, I am possibly not. Unlock the door, and now we're gonna have an encounter, a little bit of a meet-up with Marvin. To see how is he doing. Hey, take a look at that, a green herb. Just in time. Alright, let's talk to Marvin. And then we're gonna investigate this entire room over here. And that's the end of Mr. Marvin over here, Mr. Marvin Brana. Got a detonator. Combine the explosives with the detonator to save some space. Not sure if he has anything on him. Nah, he doesn't. I think that's only happens in Resident Evil 3 Nemesis, that he has some kind of note. And now for the little bit of an Easter egg. I don't know if you guys can see it over there on the middle of the screen, lower middle of the screen. Yes, you guys can definitely see it because you can see it on the preview. There is welcome type with 2 L's. They actually made a little bit of a joke reference about it in the remake when they basically hanged separate letters on top of like the little arch that is like over here in the remake, but one of the L's is missing and they say put it on the desk. This is a little bit of a typo over here. And I think it's a pretty cute thing. Inside of this locker we get more pistol rounds, but also inside over here we get a note. Memo to Leon. To Leon Scott Kennedy, congratulations on your assignment to the Raccoon City Police Department. We all look forward to having you as a part of our team and promise to take good care of you. Welcome aboard from all the guys at the RPD. Alright, so now my objective is to use the diamond key. Just use it up. So to use up that key, we need to go through here, if I recall correctly. But now I actually don't remember. Should I go through here, right through here, or through the other hallway? I mean, let's give it a try. I mean, why not? In worst case scenario, what could possibly go wrong? Okay, so we are going the good way. Gonna keep the last 18 rounds for later. I'm gonna kill the rest of the zombies with a pistol. Alright, it seems like every single other zombie is pretty much dead. It is quite essential, it is quite important that we're gonna keep the 18 rounds for the bowgun because of the first Geodolt. And I picked up this green herb intentionally because in the hallway over here we're gonna get a red herb at the same time. I'm gonna combine both of these, and I'm gonna leave that for the upcoming boss fights. Well, one upcoming boss fight. To be more specific. Okay, I'm just gonna move back and just... do this. Alright, all the zombies are dead. And actually yeah, let's do it right now. Let's just get rid of the key. There we go. Just dispose of that. The first thing I'm gonna pick up over here is the wire. We're gonna need that wire. And the second thing that we're gonna pick up is this slab. And now we're gonna run towards the window over here because we're gonna have a jump scare. Next time we're gonna come back over here, we're gonna bring a lighter and the club key. Yep, combine both of that, and we're gonna leave that combo of herbs in the bag behind. We do not need to deal with that right now, if at all. Alright, so now that I have a detonator, what I could do is I simply could head back the way I have entered. But we also need to pick up a second slab and leave the mixed herb behind. The zombies that I have left behind are gonna be later replaced but with a single liquor. Actually, one thing that I have discovered, not so recently, but relatively recently, is that zombies are just a part of the evolution of a zombie towards the liquor. Alright, so that's the second slab. Currently thinking if I'm gonna need the bow gun, because the area I'm going for... I might need to exchange that with the grenade launcher, actually, come to think about it. And the acid rounds, yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Because we're gonna have the moment with liquors and we're gonna need all the acid rounds that I can get. So, yeah. Alright, we're gonna get rid of all those items anyway, really soon. Now let me think. Maybe not. I'm gonna have the grenade launcher ready, but for later. Right now I'm gonna keep the bow gun. I'm just trying to think what's gonna happen in next couple minutes, because I don't want to confuse A and B scenarios. Alright, I think I'm good to go at this point, because we're gonna get rid of the detonator and explosives in a second. But I already have the grenade launcher prepared with the acid rounds, so that's all that I'm gonna need. And so coming next, a pretty long cutscene, which is gonna allow me to drink some tea. So let's go for it.
Oh, I'm terribly sorry. I thought you were another one of those zombies.
Are you Chief Irons?
Yes, that's me. And just who are you? No, don't bother telling me. It makes no difference. You'll end up just like all the others. That's the mayor's daughter. I was told to look after her, but I failed miserably. Just look at her. She was a true beauty. Her skin nothing short of perfection. But it will soon putrefy, and she will turn into a zombie within the hour like all the others.
There must be some way to stop it.
In a manner of speaking, there is. Either by putting a bullet through her brain, or by decapitating her completely. And to think that taxidermy used to be my hobby. But no longer. Please, I'd really like to be alone now.
Yeah, hey Ascalon, how are you doing? Hope you're doing well. Glad to see you. And that's pretty much ended this cutscene. Now we can move forward. So far I'm doing pretty good. Can't complain. Going smoothly through Claire A scenario. Took a couple buys, but it's just a story playthrough, so I don't really worry. Another cutscene incoming.
Wait. Let me go! Easy, easy there. I'm not a zombie. You're safe now. Leon, come in. I found the girl, and I've cleared the wreckage that was blocking the corridor.
Got it.
My name's Claire. What's yours?
Sherry.
Do you know where your parents are?
They both work at the Umbrella Chemical Plant, near the city limits.
The chemical plant? Then what are you doing here?
My mom called and told me to go to the police station because it was too dangerous to stay at home.
From the look of things, I'd say she was probably right, but it's dangerous here as well. You'd better come with me.
But there's something out there. I don't know what it is, but I saw it. Much larger than any of those zombies. And it's coming after me.
What was that?
That's what I was telling you about. It's here.
Sherry, wait!
Back to the gameplay, and what do we have here? We have Secretary's Diary B. June 8th, as I was straightening up the chief's room, he burst through the door with a furious look on his face. It's only been 2 months since I've started working here, but that's the second time I've seen him like this. The last time was when I bumped into that statue, only this time he looked even more agitated than ever. I seriously thought for a moment that he was going to hurt me. June 15th, I finally discovered what the chief has been hiding all along. If he finds out that I know, my life will be in serious danger. It's getting late already. I'm just going to have to take this one day at a time. And just like that, the diary ends. Also inside over here, we're gonna get the first aid spray, which I'm going to pick up because the final Birkin fight might prove to be a little bit difficult, assuming that the tactic, the strat I'm going to use is not going to work whatsoever. Chief?
Chief?
Pick up the key. Oh, we are also using strats. There's a button below the picture. Would you like to push it? Yep. And I'm gonna use that. Pro gameplay, I'm never gonna consider myself to be pro. Okay, now that we have used those 2 stone slabs, what I can do is leave the first aid spray behind and go towards the candles. I'm never gonna consider myself to be pro. I'm simply I am a player that just manages to learn a few things now and there, but never a pro player. I would need to spend a lot of time to like become an actual professional in a specific game, and I would need to pick a very specific game. But then again, I hate monotony. So even if I would like become a really good player at one game, I would had to eventually switch because of a very specific reason. I would have to switch because I would eventually get bored, and if there's one thing that can kill me from the inside is the boredom. Like, the very last thing that somebody wants to see me in is me being bored of a video game. Which exactly what happened with Fallout 4. I could not play that game for a very long time. Like, it has been almost over a year since last time I played Fallout 4. I'm not into speedruns myself. I believe that basically eventually, as you play the game, you're gonna reach that's kind of a speedrun speed yourself. You're gonna learn some things, you're gonna discover some things, so it's gonna kind of become natural when you're gonna beat the game, and it's gonna be a very fast playthrough, very fast play style. Alright, so we have a hallway over here, and I'm gonna use this cable so I can barricade the door, and I believe the only time when you get additional ammunition over here is during the B scenario, so there's nothing for us to do over here. Now we're gonna have to deal with the dogs, and this is where the strats are gonna come in, because it's the strats that I have learned myself on how to deal with the dogs over here. See, we got one dog over here, and we need to kill him first. Reload the gun. And refresh the room. Because now to kill... In a matter of fact, I don't think we actually need to kill those dogs. Because this pathway is gonna get replaced with liquors anyway. But what I am going to do is I'm gonna do a little trick over here. Well, first I'm gonna pick up the red herb because I have one spare green in my inventory box. What I'm gonna do over here is I'm gonna lure the dogs. I'm gonna exit and re-enter the room. And after that, just go for the left side, point the gun, and just shoot the both dogs. Perfect. And still have a little bit of juice in the in the pistol. Now, for what's gonna happen next, you kinda want to prepare yourself. So, basically, right now, what is going to happen is as follows. I'm going to replace the bow gun with the acid shot grenade launcher, and I'm going to take the green herb, combine it with the red, leave it behind. And that's gonna stay over here, no problem. Yeah. At that point, I believe I could... The only item that I'm gonna take with me is also the lighter. Not sure about the crank. Because I need some inventory space, that's for sure. So I guess this is all for now, when it comes to the inventory items. In worst case scenario, I'm simply going to get to the nearest inventory box, and that's not gonna be that big of a deal. Anyway, now it comes the part of the game that I don't really enjoy. I'm gonna be honest, it's Sherry's part.
Sherry, I've been looking everywhere for you. I was so worried. We've got to go now, honey, okay? If we stay here, that monster will find us. Let's go.
No, I won't.
What's the matter? Don't you trust me?
It's not that, Claire. It's because of my daddy. He's over there. I heard him call my name. Daddy must have been attacked by the monsters. I have to help him.
Wait, Sherry, don't go alone. Sherry! Sherry!
Oh boy, the Sherry part. You know, the main complaint that I have about the Sherry part, before I'm gonna beat it, I'm gonna just say whatever I want to say about this part that bothers me. Basically, Sherry would not be as bad if she was simply faster. The problem with Sherry is that she, for a 9-10-year-old kid, she moves slower than somebody that never exercised ever in their lives. Alright, so what I'm gonna do first is I'm gonna get bit by a dog because this game fucking hates me. Also, Sherry on a scenario encounters dogs. Which obviously it's something that I'm never gonna be happy about. And we got grenade launcher rounds over here. Now, I'm picking those grenade launcher rounds because I am most likely gonna need them for the final boss fight. Oh, I hate you so much. Why don't you run slower? Yes. Please, get bitten more by the dogs. Yep, and also another thing that it's worth mentioning. Using first aid sprays in this game doesn't matter if you are playing as Sherry or Claire, it's going to lower your rank. In the American version, you only have ranks from E to A, if I recall, but in the Japanese version, you can get even rank S. So, technically speaking, we already have forbidden the rank S playthrough at this point. And all of that, it's because of Sherry and her slow ass. Because she just moves absolutely sluggish. Absolutely freaking sluggish. And I just cannot stand it. Also, when she does that little, you know, leg thing, when she doesn't actually get up and she falls down for a second, that's also pretty annoying. It's just Sherry, and during the A scenario, we're gonna have to deal with her twice. This was the first time, and in my opinion, it is the worst time. We also have something to actually check upon. A picture taken fairly recently. It's a picture of Sherry's family. Her mother Annette and her father William. Cam off? Oh, okay. Yeah, I forgot to turn it on. Oops. And I'm going the wrong way. Nice. I hate this. I hate this part with passion.
Claire!
Sherry's part on Claire A scenario is exactly the reason why I'm never gonna do no hit scenario.
Yes, I'm okay. But I couldn't find him. But I did find something else for you. Here. Here's another.
Thanks, sweetie. Now, why don't you come over here? I want you to stay with me.
Claire! I can't reach the ventilation hole anymore. But don't worry, I'll find another way. I can take care of myself.
Wait, Sherry, come back. Sherry! Sherry!
Alright, back to the gameplay. And now we're gonna pick up the club key and also the grenade launcher rounds. Switch to the assets. Actually, let me drop the regular grenade launcher rounds right now because I'm gonna need that one inventory space. There we go. Now I believe with a clean conscience I can go and unlock the armory. Now the hallway that used to have 2 dogs is gonna have lickers, and we need to deal with the lickers. That's liquor number 1. Use the precinct key, and now we're going for the morgue. And the morgue is gonna be pretty much get in, grab the card, run from the zombies. Here we go. Okay, the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna kill the second licker, and then we're gonna bring the power to the armory door. Actually, no. Let's just bring the power right now. Seems like a good idea. Also, yeah, there's a green herb over here. The next time when I'm gonna get a red herb, I don't remember where it is, but I'm gonna pick this one just in case. Now for the puzzle for the power. It's up, down, up, down, up, down. That restores the power over here. And there's a map of the basement for people who actually need it. I'm just gonna click on it. Up, up, down, down, up. Yeah, sure. That's also viable. At the very end, you basically need to reach 80 volts of power supply to the door, and that's it. Use the card, and now the armory. Now, when it comes to armory, you're only gonna pick up the supplies. Just pistol, bow gun ammo. But we are not going to pick up anything that is in that locker over here, because we either gonna get some machine gun or we gonna get the pack. And quite frankly, we don't need neither. We really don't need neither of the items. We are as good as we are. The only thing that we need to to do is use the lighter, get rid of the club key, pick up some acid rounds, and that's basically all that we really need to do. Leon, on the other hand, could use that additional side pack. Not much of a submachine gun, because Leon on the B scenario, he is going to fight Birkin, and he basically already has a magnum for that. On the A scenario, on the other hand, that's a little bit of a different story. Leon A is gonna get the package and leave the submachine gun for Claire. Even though Claire is not gonna use that submachine gun at all. Like, submachine gun is all right. You can do a boss fight with it. You can kill regular zombies if you are really out of ammo. But I sincerely do not have a sufficient need for it. Alright, we got that, combine that for 10 acid rounds. We're gonna use a couple more acid rounds as we go along, and also another note to read. Watchman's Diary, August 11th. I finally had the chance to see blue skies for the first time in ages, but it did little to lift my spirits. I was reprimanded by the chief for neglecting my duties while I was up on the clock tower. There's only one thing that I don't understand. The chief seemed to be more concerned about the fact that I was up on the tower rather than I was neglecting my duties. Why was access to the tower prohibited in the first place anyway? September 5th. I recently talked to the old man who works in the scrapyard out back. His name is Thomas. He's a quiet man and really seems to enjoy chess. He even went so far as to design a special key and lock engraved with chess pieces on them for one of the doors in the disposal yard. We made plans to play chess tomorrow night. I can't help but wonder how good he is. One thing that's been bothering me about him is the way that he's always scratching himself. Does he have some sort of a skin disease, or he's just rude? September 9. Thomas was a much better player than I had imagined. I used to think of myself as a fairly decent player, but he did a pretty good job of humbling me. About the only thing I imagine that could match his skill in the chess is his appetite. All the guy did was talk about food throughout the entire game. He sounded fairly healthy, but he didn't look quite right. I wonder if he's okay. September 12th, I was supposed to play another game of chess with Thomas, but we had to cancel it because he hasn't been feeling too well. He stopped by to see me, but I told him to go back and rest since he's literally looked like a walking dead. He insisted that he was just fine, but I could tell he was really having problems. Come to think of it, I haven't been feeling too good myself lately. And that file has been filed. Okay, so now I'm gonna go and get rid of, get the last usage of the prison key, and also most likely the last usage of the lighter up until the laboratory, I believe. After the next set of liquors, I will be exchanging the acid rounds for the regular explosive rounds. Now, I'm picking this path when it comes to going through this specific room because on the bottom left you can see there's a landmine zombie. He is not dead, he's just waiting for somebody to step on him. Because that's apparently his fetish. I'm calling him Landmine Larry. There are gonna be 2 more liquors in total. One which we're gonna encounter in the next room that's locked behind the club key, and the other one that's gonna wait for me all the way up the stairs. And that's another liquor, and also I see another movie. Which, quite honestly, I have enough space to actually go for that one. Right, the solution for this puzzle is middle, right, and left. Alright, so the first thing I'm gonna do while exiting this location is that before I'm gonna go to the clock tower, I'm most likely gonna drop the green herb, use the film, bring the bow gun, leave the lighter, basically exchange several items from my inventory. At this point, I would say that I could even go as far as eliminating the liquor on our way towards the... actually, no. Because I could simply go through the Marvin room. So I can use the found film. Because the zombies are not gonna spawn back. And we have killed every single zombie on our way, so there's like twice as much the reason. To just use the Marvin pathway. Alright, first things first, I'm gonna organize my inventory. So I'm gonna leave the green one over here. I'm gonna leave the lighter behind as I'm currently not gonna need it. I'm gonna get the crank and I'm gonna get the grenade launcher rounds. And I'm also gonna replace the bowgun ammo with just the bowgun. In a matter of fact, I'm gonna bring the bowgun ammo with me. I technically don't really need to, because I'm gonna only use 6 grenade launcher rounds, which I'm gonna have to count, and then I'm gonna finish the G-Adult with the bolts. But I'm gonna need to have one inventory space for the blue stone. I can't develop film over here. Well, guess what, baby? Film B. Picture in front of the Arucus Taylor. Regressed into a zombie within 2 hours. Subject repeatedly complained about severe agitation of the epidermis in addition to feeling of nausea. This happened up to the moment he lost consciousness. Picture by R. Lambert. I believe that we're gonna still visit one more location, one more box before we even gonna go for the G-Adult. So I could very easily just carry whatever I have and then pick up the valve because we're gonna go for the sewers. So yeah, I think at this point my inventory is pretty great and I am almost prepared for the first actual boss fight of the game. But yeah, first things first. First I need to get to the clock tower and deal with 2 more lickers. One that's gonna be barricading my way right in front of the ladder. And the second licker that's gonna be waiting right in front of the door to the clock tower itself. There we go, liquor number 1. And now back to the library to deal with the liquor number 2. There we go. And at this point, we don't have to use any more acid rounds. We can very easily leave them behind. And also, I can just use the grenade launcher. The regular grenade launcher rounds, which we actually going to use 6 for the first boss fight. For the G-Adult. 6 rounds, and the rest of it's gonna be a bowgun. We're also gonna get a small supply of acid rounds from before we're gonna enter the chief's room. I think I can hear the ambulance, so I'm gonna stay quiet for a little bit. Yes, the charms of living in the middle of a city. Alright, so I have the bluestone now. I'm gonna head back. We're gonna go for the chief's room. I'm gonna leave the acid rounds. Technically, I could have them with me. It doesn't really create any problem because we're gonna pick up another one with after the confrontation with the chief. But for now, the only item that I really need to pick up is the valve, because we are going towards the sewers, and the valve is quite of a crucial item for that entire section. I wouldn't say it's a bigger city. I'm simply living in the middle of it. So any kind of ambulance, police, firefighter, that's always gonna go right underneath my house. And it's worse when I have the other window open, because then everybody can hear everything. If I have that window closed, well, that's a different scenario. Well, anyway, gonna leave that, and I'm gonna take the valve, and I'm ready for the next boss fight. Well, not next boss fight, the first boss fight, to be more precise. And I also need to be careful not to overuse the grenades, because I'm gonna need them for the final boss fight of the game.
Sherry, you're okay.
I'm glad to see you're safe, Claire.
You know, I wouldn't mind hearing a helicopter. A helicopter at least flies high into the sky, and they do not really make that much of a noise. At least that is what I believe. And boy, could I be wrong, and I probably am. Anyway, note on the ground. Mail to the chief. To Mr. Brian Irons, Chief of the Raccoon City Police Department. We have lost the Mansion Lab facility due to the actions of the renegade operative Albert Wesker. Fortunately, his interference will have no lasting effects upon our continued virus research. Our only present concern is the presence of the remaining STARS members, Redfield, Valentine, Burton, Chambers, and Vickers. If it comes to light that the STARS have any evidence as to the activities of our research, dispose of them in such a manner that would appear to be purely accidental. Continue to monitor their progress and make certain their knowledge does not go public. Annette will continue to be your contract throughout this affair. William Birkin. To Mr. Brian Irons, Chief of the Raccoon City Police Department. I have deposited the amount of $10,000 to the account for your services this term as per our agreement. The development of the G-Virus scheduled to replace the T-Virus is near completion. Once completed, I am certain that I will be appointed to be a member of the Executive Board for Umbrella Incorporated. This is imperative that we proceeded with extreme caution. Redfield and the remaining STARS members are still attempting to uncover information on the project. Continue to monitor their activities and block all attempts to investigate the underground research facilities. William Birkin. To Mr. Brian Irons, Chief of the Raccoon City Police Department, we have a problem. I have received information informing me that Umbrella HQ has sent spies to recover the research on the G-Virus. There are an unknown number of agents involved. They must not be allowed to take this project away from me, as it represents the entire life's work. Search the city thoroughly for any suspicious persons, detain as such individuals by whatever means deemed necessary, and contact me immediately throughout Annette. With these precautions, any possible threat should be eliminated. I will not allow anyone to steal my work on the G-Virus, not even Umbrella. William Birkin. Right above my home house when he goes towards the highway, About 23 meters above the house, a bit noise. Okay, yeah. Oh, okay. Now I believe that. Now that could be noisy. Sure. Helicopters tend to not fly very high.
I'm going down there. Stay here and wait for me, okay?
Alright, so upcoming boss fight. The Geodolt. I need to count 6 rounds with the grenade launcher then finish him off with the bowgun. But not before we're gonna have a conversation with the chief.
Help me!
Interesting thing about this scene with the moving eye, depending on the version of Resident Evil 2, you will get the little wiggly, squishy sounds of when the eye performs a movement.
So you've made it this far. Not bad, girl. But I'm not letting anyone leave my town. Everyone's gonna die.
Calm down, Chief. What happened?
Shut up! You couldn't possibly understand what's happened. Those monsters from Umbrella have destroyed my beautiful town. How could they do that to me after everything I've done for them?
So it's true. You have been working with Umbrella. Then you must know about the G-Virus. What is it? Tell me!
If you must know, it's the agent that can turn humans into the ultimate bioweapons. Superior to the T-Virus in every way. Dr. William Birkin is the genius behind the project.
William Birkin?
I'm sure you've already seen his little girl running around here somewhere. Sherry, isn't it? In case you haven't already figured it out, the monster that's been tearing my precinct apart is yet another product of the G-Virus. An ultimate bioweapon. Umbrella must be trying to cover its tracks. But if I have to go, I'm going to take you with me. I just can't take the pain.
Well, that's the end of the Chief Irons. I would say he deserved it. 6 acid rounds, which we gonna keep for the laboratory, and now the ladder goes down. Time for a boss fight. Again, this is a reminder for myself. If anything. 6 regular grenade launcher rounds, and finish him off with the bowgun. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. Move back a tiny bit. Bowgun in hand. And that's it. That's the entire boss fight. Of course, he released some babies, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move back, and that's pretty much a no-hit to not William Birkin, the Geodolt. And we still have 3 bowgun ammo in reserve. That looked like a real I actually learned that myself. I did not look anywhere for that. I basically was like, what if I'm gonna use this and then gonna try to figure I'm gonna finish it off with a bow gun. And I tried it the first time and it actually worked. Alright, let's get back for Sherry. Looked like a real strat. Damn right it did. You're goddamn right. I'm pretty happy about that. I don't know if anybody else have figured that out. Like, before me. Maybe there's people who have already, like, figured out how to beat it even faster. But, yeah. 6 regular grenades, and then just a couple bowgun shots, and he's done.
I can't believe the man who developed the G-Virus is actually her father.
What's wrong, Claire?
It's nothing. But I think I found a way out of here. We should be able to find someplace safe if we can just make it out of town.
But...
Don't worry, I'll protect you. I promise. But you have to make sure you don't leave my side. Leon, are you still there? We're leaving.
Are you crazy? The streets are still crawling with zombies.
It'll be all right, trust me. We found a way to the sewer. Follow us later.
Claire! Claire! Wait, wait!
Okay, so now we have a small escort mission with Sherry. Sherry is so slow, she can actually lose us in a straight line. So, basically what is going on is that we cannot really fast as freely as we normally would like to. That's just not going to happen. Simply every single point of view change, just stand for a 1 second, and that's gonna make Sherry not lose you. Not a guarantee though, because Sherry tends to be an absolute brick, and sometimes she tends to run not where you are going, she tends to run in a totally different direction altogether. I learned that because she basically ruined several of my no-heal permadeaths. Yes, Claire, I'm here, and I'm going to proceed to run away from you. And yes, Sherry is very slow. Also, this is the second time when you're gonna control Sherry. And it's not really that bad. It's pretty much a very short, straight to the point, running away part. Which also highlights that there are grenade launcher rounds for Claire, and also some bowgun ammo. The only bad part about the second time you encounter Sherry is that you have to deal with the roaches, and that's it. Oh, sorry, that's not the thing I wanted to do.
Claire? Oh. Oh.
Alright, now we are back controlling Claire, which it seems like she also doesn't give a... She doesn't give a damn. Those blue herbs that are over here, they're not really that necessary. Like, yeah, I'm being honest, you don't really need to worry about them. What are we going to worry about is this first spray. I'm gonna take it just in case. Though I sincerely doubt I'm never gonna have enough heals. I'm gonna bring the flame rounds with me. That's definitely what is going to happen. And I'm also thinking about leaving the bowgun ammo for now so I can have as much space as possible. Replace the rounds because we need to keep the regular rounds at this point for the final boss fight. Do I need to bring anything else with me? I don't think I do. I believe that I'm perfectly ready as I am right now. I can go now and pick up whatever else there's in this room. There's a note over here, and I also believe... Yeah, there's a warehouse, so we're gonna go for the warehouse now. Actually, come to think about it, I have those spare 3... I have 1 shot in the bowgun right now. I'm gonna use it. I'm gonna use that spare shot on a zombie that's inside of the warehouse. In a scenario, your main character only has a chance to explore one warehouse at a time. Okay, so he didn't die from that. Not a biggie. Okay, he's bleeding out. That's exactly what I wanted to see, because this zombie would be a problem. $18.18. We got more bowgun ammo inside of the inventory box, and just like that, we have cleared the entire storage area. Alright, I believe that I have all the inventory space already filled with all the items that I needed. I still have 2 inventory slots, one of them which is gonna come for the gold medallion, the other space is gonna be for the grenade launcher rounds, which right now we are collecting flame rounds so we can get prepared for the William Birkin Mark II. I'm calling him William Birkin Mark II. A lot of people call him just G. Birkin II or something like that. I'm just calling him William Birkin II and that's it. Sewer Manager Facts. User list of the connecting facility. On the 1st and 3rd Wednesday of the month, Angelica Margaret, Chief of Maintenance, will make use of the facilities. Be sure to reduce the moisture levels in the facility by activating the fan. as the equipment she will be using is susceptible to the effects of water vapors. On the 28th of every month, the chemical transporter Don Weller will use the facility. The chemicals he will be transporting are extremely volatile. Extreme caution should be observed throughout their transport. On the 6th and 16th of every month, Police Chief Brian Irons will visit the facility to attend the regular meetings that take place in the lab. On the 4th Friday of every other month, William Birkin will use the facility to conduct a training seminar for the Chicago branch of Umbrella Incorporated. As the probability of an attack upon Dr. Birkin will be high, take every measure conceivable to guard his life. You will be informed of all other potential visitors and the times they will arrive as needed. Guide these individuals to their destination safely. We expect nothing but the best from you. Charles Coleman, Secretary Chief, Umbrella Headquarters. Moist indeed. The moisture is real. Alright, nothing else to do over here. Let's continue with the playthrough. There's a map over here of the sewers, but quite honestly, you are not going to need it. Because sewers are pretty much straightforward. There's not much to be said about them. I think this is gonna be... Oh no, it's spiders. Okay. Oh, right, I remember. This is where we're gonna get the grenade launcher, because Silver Medallion is with Sherry. That's 12. We should get a maximum of 18 fire rounds throughout the entire sewers, and we're gonna need those. And of course, my favorite run ruiners, the spiders. I think this is gonna be another cutscene over here. I was right.
Who are you? Oh, I see. Another spy sent by Umbrella, right? Let me guess. You're here to steal my husband's G-Virus, aren't you? You are tenacious, I'll give you that.
Husband? Then you must be Annette. Sherry's mother?
What?
Sherry's wandering around alone in the sewers. You have to help me find her.
That's impossible. I told her to go to the police station. What's she doing here? William will be after her.
William?
That's right. The creature that's been causing all this destruction is none other than my own husband.
This way.
It's sheer perfection. My precious G-Virus. No one will ever take you away from me.
There he is.
So you finally come.
Doctor, we're here to collect the G-Virus sample.
Sorry, but I won't just hand over my life's work.
You might hit the sample. That's it, all right. Okay, let's move out.
William. Oh my. Hold on, darling. I'm taking care of that bullet wound first. Stay here.
Alpha team, have you retrieved the sample yet?
Affirmative. We'll be at the rendezvous point in 1 minute.
Roger.
Are you telling me that he and injected the G-virus into his own body?
The G-virus has the ability to revitalize cellular functions.
What was that? Something's wrong. Let's check it out. Over there. Shoot it! Eat this, you freak! The bodies aren't stopping it! What is this thing? Hurry! What is this thing? Fire! Fire! Son of a...
So those rats were the carriers of the virus?
As a result of his virus-induced transmutation, William should have lost any prior memories he had as a human by now. I tried to save him, but I'm afraid it's already too late.
But...
And that's not even the entire story. Every G-virus bioweapon, including William, has the ability to implant embryos into other life forms. That's why he's after Sherry.
What are you trying to say?
The bodies of individuals with non-related genetic coding are likely to reject the embryo. But since Sherry is his daughter, that possibility is non-existent. It's an inherent survival instinct.
It's Sherry. You go that way.
Alright, back into the game. So we have a little bit of a backstory on how all of this have actually started. Umbrella wanted Williams Birkin's scientific achievement, and William was not very happy about that, apparently. But Umbrella did what Umbrella do, and they decided to get rid of him. While still stealing his G research. And William was like, haha, got you, I'm gonna be my own research. And he killed them. He bitch slapped every single one of these guys. Alright, so we have 18 grenade launcher rounds, which is pretty great. We're gonna use those grenade launcher rounds on the William Birkin too. We're gonna get additional 6-pack of the flame rounds when we're gonna leave the sewer. But right now we have to deal with another very difficult, very rough, extremely heavy on your lungs boss fight. Actually, it's not really difficult. It's, in a matter of fact, it's very easy. It's the Croc. Larry the Luggage Lizard. Release the gas. Now wait for the Croc to just grab the ginormous gas canister. Run away to the back. And just like that, Larry the Luggage Lizard has been eliminated.
Wake up, Sherry.
stomach. It hurts.
Don't worry. You'll be fine. Come on. Let's go.
Let's go. Believe me, I am a human. There are some wonky moments when it comes to the voice acting in this game. Overall, I would say that voice acting in this game is actually pretty damn good. It's definitely better than what we had in the original Resident Evil. But yeah, voice acting in this game can also be pretty wonky. And also there is a note on the side over here, which I am going to read it right about now. Sewer Manager Diary, June 28th. It's been a while, but I saw Don today, and we talked after completing our work. He told me he had been sick in bed until yesterday. It really doesn't come as much of a surprise given how long he has been working here. He was sweating like a horse and kept scratching his body. While we were talking, I asked if he was hot, but he just looked at me funny. What's wrong with him anyway? July 7th. Chief Irons has been visiting the lab quite often lately. I don't know what he's doing over there, but he always looks grim. The expression on his face has been even more unsettling than usual. My guess is that it's because of Dr. Birkin's impossible requests. The chief has my sympathies though, after all he's done for the town. He doesn't deserve this. July 21st. I rarely drink because I am on the graveyard shift, but I don't suppose I have much to complain about since this is how I make my living. August 16th. Chief Irons came in late today, looking grimmer than his usual self. I tried to joke with him to cheer him up a bit, but he wasn't amused. He pulled his gun and threatened to shoot me. I was able to calm him down, but that guy must have some serious problems. He knows he can't enter the lab without my help and my medal. This is what it means for the chief, to serve and protect. August 21st, William informed me that the police and media have begun their investigation on Umbrella's affairs. He said that the investigation will be citywide and that there is a possibility they'll even search through the sewers. He asked me to suspend all Umbrella sewer facility operations until the investigation has concluded. The sewer will still be used for passing, but he stressed that I have to be extremely cautious and that I'd lose my job if anyone finds out about this operation. This is what I'm talking about when it comes to Sherry just losing me on a straight line. I was standing still within her range and she just deviated like miles away. I was just sitting and watching like, okay, so when she's gonna actually do what she's supposed to do? When that's gonna happen? Come on, game. I know we can do this. Christ. Sherry. Why are you being such a freaking brick? By the way, Sherry can also lose me over here. She can suddenly... yeah, that's what she can do. She can turn to the right on a straight line and just bank it. Alright, now for this part of the sewers, we're gonna have to encounter spiders. And spiders, if they're not set up properly, they can ruin your run. They can pretty much ruin your run. Okay, this guy actually have decided to set himself up properly. I don't know why Sherry is climbing right now up there. I have absolutely no clue what she's doing. Right now she decided to climb to the left, even though she was right next to me. Well, on the plus side, she didn't decide to totally screw me over, so it's all good. Now, on a normal playthrough, at least I used to, what I used to do is I used to pick up the spark shot. We're gonna get the spark shot really, really close by. The thing is, spark shot is not really that required for any of the playthroughs. I don't use it. I don't really see any good purpose in it anymore. I used to use the spark shot against the final Birkin until I realized that the spark shot against the final Birkin is absolutely freaking pointless and useless. So yeah, over here, we are going to get the weapon box key, which we're gonna keep. The proper way to get the weapon box key is to use the lighter on the flare cannon over here. The flare cannon is going to launch the flare and it's going to highlight that the key is over here. But if you know the location of the key, you don't really need it. And like I said, we are not going for the spark shot. Spark shot was on the other way, on the other end of the hallway. Basically the zombie that we have avoided. If you go deeper into that hallway, you get this zombie. You also get 2 more zombies, and those are guarding the spark shot. But we are not gonna use it. Yeah, against the super lickers, I'm just going for the good old traditional. Oh shit! Ah, bollocks. Okay, we need to move back. Because that zombie that was to the right, he actually decided to go for me, and that was not very optimal. At this point, I have no other choice but to kill a bunch of zombies. And run. I got bit once, but it's not that big of a deal. We're gonna find plenty of healing items as we go along. We don't have to worry. One bite doesn't ruin the playthrough. Oh, first aid spray. Can I pick it up? Yes, I can. I'm gonna leave it in the back, or just in case scenario. As a matter of fact, I could use this green herb right now. And I think I will. Alright, so now it's the time when we're gonna sort our inventory a little bit. And I'm gonna leave the valve permanently over here, because we are not gonna need it. Am I gonna need the lighter? Let me think. Because we are not, as Claire, we are not activating the gas because we have better weapons already. I don't think I'm gonna need a pistol. I might use it a little bit, but I'm not really sure if that's gonna be a necessity. Anyway, I have noticed that we have apparently a note. If I'm correct, no, we don't get a note over here. We get more grenade launcher rounds, which flames we are gonna use right now. And the regular grenade launcher rounds we're gonna leave for the final boss fight. And with that, I could say that our inventory is pretty much full and complete, and we don't need to do anything else with it. Yeah, I mean, spark shot, I was using it against like a lot of enemies, but mostly against one of the boss fights. But then I have realized, hey, this grenade launcher actually does a much better work. Therefore, I decided to just absolutely abandon it altogether, and it actually worked. It actually worked out for me. Alright, we got the key. Now it's time to activate the train.
Claire, my stomach hurts.
Hang in there, Sherry. Her forehead's burning up. I've got to hurry before the embryos pupate.
And also now is the William Birkin 2 boss fight. A boss fight that I used to fight with submachine gun back in the day. But now that I have realized his real weakness, I'm just using incendiary rounds. And he's done. And also we have managed to witness a very, very specific glitch. That means that the fire round have been used, but it didn't fire. There was no the only animation that we have witnessed was Claire putting on another cartridge inside of the grenade launcher. Weird.
Sherry.
Claire?
Oh, you're finally awake.
Isn't this...
That's okay. You keep it. I'm sure it'll keep you safe.
Thank you, Claire. Even though I'm an only child, neither of my parents ever spent much time with me because of their work. I grew up alone. But now that you're with me, I finally have someone to rely upon.
Sherry. Rest here for a bit. I'll be right back as soon as I found the antidote for you.
Alright, so what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna bring everything over here. I'm gonna leave the pistol rounds. I'm gonna leave the pistol in general because we are not gonna need it for the rest of the playthrough. And I'm going to bring with me acid rounds. There we go. Green herb for later, in case I'm really gonna need it. Actually, let me just do this, and yeah, we are perfectly ready for whatever's gonna come next. So, let me save the game. I'm gonna bring the bow gun with me, and let's go. Now for the final stage of the Claire A scenario playthrough, the laboratory. And the first zone I'm gonna explore is gonna be the red one, because the red one is gonna have something pretty important for us, a card that we need to take with us. And also some bowgun ammo. Now, I'm gonna read this now. Laboratory Security Manual. Laboratory Security Manual security measures in case of an emergency. In the instance of an uncontainable biohazardous breakout, all security measures will be directed toward the underground transport facility. In the instance that any abnormalities are detected among cargo in transit, all materials will be automatically be transported from the loading zone to the designated high-speed train, at which point all materials will be isolated and disposed of immediately. In the instance of a Class 1 emergency, the entire train will be purged and disposed of without delay. In the instance that the lab itself becomes contaminated, the northernmost route currently used to transport materials to and from the facility will be designated as the emergency escape route. This route will secure passage to the relay point outside the city limits. Disclosure about any information regarding research conducted here or the existence of this facility is strictly prohibited. Since it is top priority to keep all research classified, escape access may be denied under certain extenuating circumstances. We are not using this computer. If we're gonna use this computer, it's gonna release the gas. And also, we are not gonna go for those tentacles over here. Wait, the umbrella card is in a different section altogether. Now that I remember. Right, let's read this. User registration. Temporary user registration for the culture experiment room. Username guest. Password none. Valid for 24 hours. If we're gonna continue, like, if you're gonna burn the tentacles and go through the ventilation shaft, there's going to be 2 super liquors and a locker. The locker has grenade launcher rounds, which this double pack of the grenade launcher rounds is not really needed for us. We can 100% ignore it. There's gonna be no penalty for that one. Right, so what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna bring back the power to the entire facility. Because without that, we are gonna be unable to proceed. Let's see. I have 3 inventory spaces. I know I need 1 for the fuse. Yes. And I'm still thinking about bringing the first aid spray. I don't really think I'm gonna need it. But, you know, a little bit of a criteria for this playthrough. Just a little bit of a, I don't know, additional stipulation, even though it's not really necessary. My goal is to basically pick every single first aid spray and collect it. Then not really to use it, just collect it, because why not? You know, Icecone, instead of reading Granada Launcher, I have read Canada Launcher. Canada Launcher. I just point the Canada Launcher at something and everybody is polite. That would be too easy. Anyway, lame jokes aside, use the fuse over here. And now we're going through the red zone. We're gonna run through the plants because there's absolutely no reason to attack them. If you're gonna wait or try to attack the plants, they're gonna have enough time to spill their poison at me. But because plants are very, very slow, it's actually more recommended to just avoid them altogether. Just run past them, push them a little bit. You're gonna be good. You're gonna be set. So don't have to worry. Also, here we have super lickers. The best weapon against them? Grenade launcher. With acid rounds. It's gonna take 2 shots per super liquor to kill. There's a third boy over here. And now they are all dead. And we still have a plenty of supply of the acid rounds. Alright, now that we are over here, what I can very easily do is just leave the first aid spray because we are not gonna need it. And maybe pick up the green herb because I'm gonna get a red herb so I can combine all of this and have 4 healing items for the Birkin 3 and 4. Sounds like a good idea. Well, let's continue on. But because it's a story playthrough, we are actually going to get the fingerprints. That also means we're gonna get an optional boss fight of the moth. Yes, using the weapon container, and we get 2-pack of the grenade launcher rounds. At this point, we should also get 1 additional pack of the grenade launcher rounds, and that's gonna be just enough to deal with the Birkin 3 and Birkin 4. Wow. Wow. 4 rounds with the grenade launcher from the bow gun to kill 1 zombie. Okay, that's rather worrying, if somebody would ask me. I mean, I know for a fact that the zombies in the laboratory are pretty resilient to damage, but 4 shots? You know shit is going down when it takes like 4 shots to kill a zombie. Never happened to me. That actually never happened to me. I am both shocked and surprised. Anyway, flame rounds. Because right now we're gonna go and activate the code for Leon.
You killed William. I'll never forgive you for that.
Wait!
I've just prepared a sample of the G-Virus. And this time, no one will take it from me. This is the most significant piece of research my husband has ever left in my hands.
Stop it! Sherry's in serious trouble. William implanted her with his embryos. There's no telling when they'll pupate. And if that happens, then Sherry won't...
What? William...
Oh, she got fucked up. Anyway, I'm gonna go for the guest room over here. I'm gonna try to do it this story playthrough. The guest chamber has test subjects inside. Ah, yes, the little worms. I think I can use the bow gun on them. Then I guess those 2 rounds were not good enough. Yeah, I can waste 1 more flame round. It's not gonna hurt. Anyway, this is the PC. Yes, use the computer. Login is... guest. Same thing for Leon. Inside of that specific room, we're gonna find out what's gonna be on Leon. But for people who are already interested, we're gonna get 3 super liquors, couple of the worms, not couple of the worms. We're gonna get test experimental G-Virus monsters that are in the tubes as test subjects, 3 super liquors, and we also gonna get a submachine gun and a quite a unique soundtrack that is included in that room. But things first. Alright, now it's gonna be the stage of the game in which we are gonna have to prepare the vaccine for Sherry.
William is still alive. He's getting stronger with each skin he casts off. Sherry!
Tell me what I need to know. How can I save Sherry?
I have detailed information. Everything you need to know to prepare the antidote is right here.
Instructions for synthesis of the G-Virus antigen, G-Vaccine, codenamed Devil. Any beings infected by the G-Virus will reproduce through the impregnation of an embryo within another living being. Unless rejected by the host, the embryo will undertake a process of gradual cellular invasion, infecting the host cells on a molecular level as it rewrites their DNA. Once the metamorphosis is complete, the host will be capable of continuing this cycle of self-replication. The duration of time for the process to run its course will vary from subject to subject. In the early stages of cellular invasion, it is possible to halt progression of the metamorphosis through the administration of the G-Vaccine antigen. The following procedure details the synthesis. The vaccine creation requires the base vaccine. This can be arranged by the activator VAM. First, set the empty cartridge to the VAM and activate it. After several moments, the process will be complete and the white-colored base vaccine will be set in the cartridge automatically. Then confirm the green light is on. Remove the cartridge and proceed to the next step. Once the base vaccine has been prepared, set it in the vaccine synthesis machine located in the P4 level experiment room. The machine is fully automated and only requires the user to push the sequence start switch. At this point, the program will run automatically and synthesis will be complete within approximately 10 seconds. As the synthesis of Devil is an extremely delicate process, the quality will vary with slight shocks of changes in temperature. Careful handling is required for the proper results.
Save my daughter. And tell her I'm sorry I wasn't a better mother. Tell her I love her. Sherry.
Annette!
The self-destruct sequence has been activated. Repeat, the self-destruct sequence has been activated. This sequence may not be aborted. All employees proceed to the emergency car at the bottom platform.
Alright, now we're entering the final stages of the Claire A scenario. Basically, we need to make the vaccine. We still gonna, if I recall correctly, we'll have a chance to rearm myself, so at least I think so. But just in case, I'm gonna get another healing item. Because we're gonna get rid of the card, replace it with the VAM. Oh yeah, another cutscene. Whoops.
Leon, we made it.
Is that you? Where are you?
I see you on the monitor. But never mind that right now. Leon, you have to go back and get Sherry for me. I left her in the security office. Please, you must save her.
Wait a second. What are you gonna do? Where are you going?
I still have a few loose ends to take care of. I'm counting on you.
To be quite honest, in the worst case scenario, we will be able to get back over here after the entire business with the vaccine is gonna be finalized. Then I will be able to pick up even more healing items, drop the bow gun. And we are gonna come back over here, by the way, because we gonna have to... I actually just realized something very crucial. If I'm gonna use this, I'm gonna have to have space for cartridge and for different items. So yeah, let me head back. Let's just drop the healing items. Because I totally forgot that I only, not only I need a space for the serum, but also need to have a space for the system disk, which is helpful in basically finishing the goddamn game. Oops. Now I'm gonna switch it around to fire, because there are gonna be 2 instances in which we're gonna have to deal with the plants. We can ignore this guy. He's never gonna attack us. He has virtually no chance. Need to kill this guy over here. Make sure that he's actually dead. When we're gonna get back over here, the second plant that is waiting in the different corner is gonna replace the plant that we just killed right now. Discard it. Use the shutter. And we're gonna put the fingerprint. That fingerprint is gonna be for Leon. Huh, that actually killed all of them. Oh no, it did not. Okay, I still have 3 shots over here. System disk, which is a must-have. We're gonna have to activate the oh right, I have to first put the cartridge, then activate the VAM machine. Now activate the main machine over here. Now we have to deliver the VAM machine to the red zone again. So we can formulate and synthesize the actual vaccine. And now I believe we're gonna have to deal with the naked zombies. That's 2 shots. 1 more shot over here. Reload. And we're gonna have 3 more naked zombies over here. Yep, and that dealt exactly enough round, basically dealt enough damage to deal with all of them. Some would say a perfect shot. Naked zombies are the toughest zombies in the game. They actually have a guarantee they're gonna take 2 shots. Yeah, first I'm gonna create a vaccine, then I'm just gonna take the healing items. Which apparently I should have enough space for 2 or 3. Which, according to me, should be good enough. Should be. assuming that the Birkin 3 and 4 is gonna refuse to cooperate, which he 100% can. Push the switch. Alright, so at this point we are not gonna need a bow gun, so I can very easily leave it behind. And I'm gonna take 4 healing items with me. The 4 herb combos. And also all the other grenade launcher rounds. 1, 2, 3, 4. And just like that, we are perfectly ready for the final boss fight. Oh, also before I'm even gonna think about starting the final boss fight, exchange the rounds. MO disc. System disc was in Resident Evil 3, not in 2. Alright, ladies and gents, time to see if RNG is gonna play along with me. Because this is a strat. This is where the strats are coming in.
5 minutes until detonation.
This is a strategy that I have learned thanks to carcinogen as SDA. Because I had serious problems beating this boss fight. He might actually not cooperate this time. I was a little bit too far. Okay. So, what the fuck? I can't be the only one that just sees this, right? So that just happened, which I never have seen that. Yeah, so I really hope that somebody have clipped that entire part.
Sherry's unconscious.
I have the antidote. If I give it to her.
Claire, what's happening?
Not now. Come on, Sherry, wake up. Wake up. Please wake up.
Claire? Where am I?
It worked!
Oh, Sherry, you're gonna be okay.
Thanks, Claire.
It's over.
No. I have to find my brother.
You're right. This is just the beginning.
My God has protected you. It will always be with you.
Claire.
Sherry.
All right, and now the credit scenes are the credits are gonna play. We had a fucking bug or glitch or whatever the hell that was. I can only hope that somebody have did something about that. If not, I'm gonna have to highlight it myself and ask a few people if that could actually happen. Anyway, this was the story playthrough for Claire A. I'm also going to do the Leon B scenario today. But now before I'm gonna take something against the headache that is actually striking me right now, because I need it. It was a reasonable playthrough. The only thing that have behaved very weirdly is the final Birkin. Nothing else besides that was really bad. I mean, I took a couple of hits, but it was negligible. Paul Haddad, rest in peace. Rest in peace. You have made a lot of childhoods happier. What a fantastic song. Anyway, the final rank of the playthrough, because I have used the first aid spray on Sherry, it's probably gonna be a B rank. Because Sherry and dogs, I'm actually fully prepared for that. Oh, actually a A scenario, which on the American version, this is the maximum rank possible. 3 hours of playthrough, 0 saves. Well, I use save states, so yeah. I'm gonna try to save it. If I even... Oh, yes, I have plenty of space, so I'm gonna save it on the save state number 11. Alright, save created. Now I can talk to the chat for a second, because I need to exit the emulation anyway, and put a different disk so I can load a different file. So yeah, that was the Claire A scenario. I'm going to take a small break right now. After the break, we're gonna continue the playthrough of Resident Evil 2, and we're gonna do the B scenario for Leon. Oh my god, my hoodie just doesn't want to cooperate with me today. Well, I guess it's not a good day for having a hoodie then. Whatever. Thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you guys have enjoyed. Links to my YouTube, Discord, whatever you guys need is down below in the panels. YouTube for VODs, Discord for knowing where I'm starting the stream, Twitter for random activity, and also for knowing where I'm actually starting the stream as well. When it comes to form of support, you guys can support me on Twitch via Prime Gaming or regular Twitch subs. Those subs are going to give you ad reviewing some nice looking emotes. There's also option of bits on Twitch. That's gonna give you ad review, not ad reviewing, but definitely gonna give you some even more unique looking emotes. There's also option of direct support if you guys don't wish to do that via Twitch. For people on YouTube, that's that video description. For people on YouTube, that the video description. For people on Twitch, you guys see the links in the chat. 3 links: Streamlabs, Stream Element, Ko-Fi, if you guys wish to support me more direct way. This playthrough was recorded and played during the Halloween marathon. That's more for people on Twitch. There's the list of the games and also a list of the goals and how they function. Basically, every 10 subs or $10 or 1,000 bits, I'm adding a game from the list of the games on a higher difficulty than usual. It's gonna be a playthrough. It's not gonna be a story playthrough. Right now we are 4 subs before 4 subs or 1,000 bits or $10, and we're gonna get Silent Hill 2 on hard difficulty full playthrough. So yeah, I guess that's all for me for now. I'm gonna play some clips, so I'll be taking a break. I'll be back in 10-15 minutes. Don't go anywhere. We're gonna do Leon B scenario after the break. Enjoy the clips. Settler?
Hi. Please. I'm so thirsty. Could you spare any water?
I think it's a settler plant.
You go! Huh? Gonna find you!
Yeah. Let me think about it a bit.
What is it with you?
Because I'm gonna use meeting people and the mentats.